Hey YouTube, so I watched that movie 300 last night. Shh, it was actually a bootlegged version on streaming video. Yeah, I know. You're supposed to pay, go to a theater. I'm too cheap. I'm just too cheap, okay? I'm not usually into the war movies, and this was a definite male testosterone dominated movie. And I don't usually watch those, but I got a Facebook message from one of my Iranian friends, and it was a link to a Time magazine article called 300 versus 70 million. And after I read the article, I was like, yeah, I should watch the movie. I also thought it'd be kind of interesting to watch because my name is Esther, as most of you guys know, and my mom named me after Queen Esther, which is in the Jewish and Christian scriptures. There's a book of the Bible called the Book of Esther, and that's who I was named for. And she was the wife, at least according to everything I've been told, she was the wife of Xerxes the First, who was the king of Persia. And Xerxes is the one who's at this battle of Thermopylae that the movie takes place around. So apparently the film has been making headlines in Iran, and it's one of the few things that the government and the citizens actually agree on, and I guess expats also agree, that this film is really damaging to the Iranian image, to the Persian image, which obviously Iranians are descendants of Persians. And actually, it's funny, my flatmate who's Iranian told me this joke about how if you're living abroad outside of Iran, then it's better to call yourself Persian because there are enough idiots out there who won't make the connection. So instead of being associated with a tyrannical government that basically everybody hates, instead you could be associated with Persian kitty cats who are soft and cuddly, or Persian rugs which are silky and smooth. Anyways, the point is, this movie has actually riled people up, and some people feel like it's a propaganda campaign, like why now, why on the eve of confrontation with Iran, diplomatically, and we're not taking any cards off the table militarily. And I've noticed that in an effort to explain why the world is divided the way it is, particularly the greater Middle East, tends towards conspiracy theories. So this makes a great new conspiracy theory, how the Americans are plotting to destroy the image of the Persians. On the other hand, Iranians are right in that the image that's portrayed by this movie is so historically inaccurate. It's almost kind of humorous, it's so wrong. First of all, the Persians are depicted as Africans. They look like they're from Central Africa, not from Central Asia. In addition, they look like barbarians. They're just bloodthirsty savages who want to enslave the entire world. And their leader happens to be a drag queen. Really, be a drag. Pretty absurd. Especially in contrast to the Spartans, who are very white, and I know a thing or two about being white. Yeah, I know. I look like Nicole Kidman. I can't help it. I don't tan. Get used to it. So they're white and athletic, and they're touting democracy and freedom. The irony is that in Iran, the Iranian government doesn't care about the Persian Empire. They don't care about Persian history. They don't do anything to protect archaeological sites. They destroy them on a daily basis. And my flatmate, who's from Iran, is really interested in archaeology, and she hates the government for that. She's always talking about Persepolis and the great ruins that are just being bulldozed. So it's a bit of a catch-22 for the government to come out and complain that, the West is destroying its image when they're perfectly willing to destroy their ruins. What do you do? Anyways, maybe you guys have some thoughts on that. Maybe you're Iranian and you can be really passionate about it. So let me know what you think. Is it a big deal if Hollywood inaccurately portrays a country or an empire or a civilization? Does it really influence how people feel about their descendants or how they feel about a country? Probably. Although I'd like to believe in Americans in particular, that they can sift through Hollywood lies and, exaggerations and just see a movie for fun. I wonder if it really does actually influence public opinion. I don't really know, though. So what do you think? Is it something we should be more careful about, or is it not really a big deal and see that it's just a fictional account and this is just an adaptation of a Frank Miller, graphic novel? So I guess the question is it worth the outrage? So thanks for watching another one of my videos, and I'll see you later.